Welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. All right, hi, this is Atkin and welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. We are playing Campaign Mission 5, Nord Express. We are Helene Girard, the entrepreneur, and we are on part 2 of that playthrough. In part 1, we got off to what I thought was a terrific start. We did rapid expansion, I guess we'll have to call it now Helene style, and connected all the cities we had access to with passenger mail lines, single track, to get all of our connections done and to get a little modest but effective economic engine going. And now then we turned our attention to getting some goods moved into Paris. So we got this quite quickly. We bought this right away, like on the first day. And now we've got these 7 different goods available in Paris at the same time. So what's happening here is, to hit that kind of a goal, you have to have fulfillment of goods in Paris. So right now they have 1, 2, 3. You can see they have some meat, they have grain, and they have beer, which they are creating, and they're getting the grain over land. So we need to get some corn and lumber and sugar and cloth in there to them in order to fulfill that task. So I think we left off, we just put this in, the corn. Yes, and we can see it's all going to Reims. We've got our a goods distribution warehouse here and a raw materials distribution warehouse here. They're both attached to Reims, so that's one less city we have to take stuff to. That's the good news. The bad news is Reims gets first crack at everything, but that's okay, because this train, when it runs its second time, will no doubt have some goods that are earmarked for Paris, because we do have a train right here, I think it is, that runs from the raw materials to Paris, which gives the possibility of the warehouse here sending stuff over to Paris, to our freight station here, Paris Freight. Okay, so let's keep working on that. Let's get logs. Logs are right over here. We want them to run into this Reims raw materials exchange warehouse. And how do we want it to do that? We want it to do that actually on track that would run parallel to here. I think what we'll do is, the first thing we'll do is put another warehouse in, or another station / warehouse in Nancy. So this is going to be Man Freight. And then this one is going to be Man Passenger. And this guy back here is already Ring Passenger. Okay, and this one's Ring Freight. Okay, good. So we're going to connect. First thing we'll do is connect Reims Freight. Oh, wait. The very first thing we'll do is actually double track our passenger line from Reims to Nancy. And they don't match, and that's okay. And by that I mean they're not using the exact same platform at each station. So we're going to fix that and make them match, so that 1 leads to 1 and 2 leads to 2. Like so. Give it switches. Let's see. And switches here. Then we want to connect the freight line into that same track. Give it switches, and then we want to connect on the other end. We'll connect this freight line in like so. Okay, so that and let's get our directional signals straightened out here. Okay, now do we want, okay, sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud now. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this part. All right, so here's a chance for us to talk about what eventually will be happening all around the map and should just print us money. All right, and this is a variation on techniques. I got this idea from reading a post. Someone named Kurj Kaksa posted, "What's your warehouse strategy in the game now in Railway Empire 2?" A gentleman named, well, I'm going to butcher the name. I'll just say it the way a hillbilly would say it. Fargel Linelar. Yeah, I think that's right. I'll put the names down here, but replied with his approach, and I kind of read their comments with interest and looked at some of the pictures, and I don't know how if I'm matching one or the other or both of them, but I'm actually took the ideas and kind of came up with my own variation. So I think it's my own. It may not be original at all, but it doesn't matter because I think it works. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at trains running out of this track, and it should be that one passenger line, right? And we're going to modify it. Well, it goes from this to this, right? What I'm going to do is have it only take passengers. Yeah, this is a variation. Fargel or Farhel, however you say it, had a nice variation where he alternates between the two. I'm going to do it a little differently. We're going to go like this and only carry passengers. So then on our passenger lines, what we'll do is down, whoops, forgot I was in the middle of making a line. See, we're modifying this one. Takes him, right now we're just going to stay with the one train. Okay, because he's only doing the passengers. Then we're going to have another line that goes from Reims Freight to Nan Freight. And it's going to be an express line as well. And it's only going to take mail. So we'll have a dedicated freight line, a dedicated passenger line. And then, okay, and I got to go back. I got to fix something else too. So this is a mail. So we're going to have the mail car. We don't need a dining car. That gives us more room to carry more mail. And we're going to confirm that. Then we're going to go back to the other. Did I just change the first one? I'm not sure what I've done now. This is... I am going to put mail on the end of that. So this is our mail line. Okay. And then, did we do one here? I got to check myself. Okay, this is our passenger line. That's cool. And then we do need to change it a little bit because there's no need to have a mail car. It's only doing passengers. So that gives us another wagon of passengers we can put on that car. It'll carry more. Okay? And then what we're going to do is, and let's do the passenger side. We're going to have a restaurant. I think on this one, let me think about this. Yeah, this end we're going to have a restaurant and a market hall. maximize the traffic from this one, or the revenue. And then over here, we're going to have a restaurant and a repair depot. And we're going to run everybody up to 100%. Okay. That's going to give us that. Let's just let this run for a minute. So here's our mail train. And impossible to click on is our passenger train because it's too fast. It's carrying a very small load. This particular line isn't the best line in the system, right? We're starting with the weakest one, but I wanted to get its track built first. So now we roll in here to the passenger side and make a little bit of money, and we roll in here to the freight side and make a little bit of money. Okay, no big deal, but we'll see how this grows. So we're going to put a station out here. Let's build a station that can support both of these, like so. And then let's go this way. And let's come off of here. Use our little Steve Gooch trick to give us the ability to go right through the city. Okay. And then we'll extend this line like so, and come down here and go to no. Freight. Okay, yeah. Now. Okay. Sorry, I believe I'm getting it now. I believe I'm getting my own design. All right, we want a freight line separate from the passengers. We want this freight line to be able to go up here and go into the goods exchange, and we'll double track that back as soon as we have some money. There, we finished our first month. And we'll build that track. And where was that? That was here. And we're going to need to double track that. Now it's expensive because we're opening up new lines here on these. And notice this guy here has hopped over one, so we're going to fix that. While we're waiting on the money for the track, we're going to look at this guy's line right here. He actually took the line we haven't even given directions yet because it was the closest line, the shortest route for him. Remember, they always take the shortest route. So for this line, we're going to want to, I'm going to let him get into the station first. And he's probably going to be in a situation where he can't get back out. And that's... Wait. Have I already double tracked? Oh, sorry, I'm building track I don't need here. And we don't want this guy over here. We want him to run out of wrong train. We want this fella here. He's our mail guy. The mail needs to run out of, we'll call it track 1. So that pushes him over on this track, which is shared with the passenger line. So they're going to have their line, and then all the freight, pure freight, is going to run on the outside here. So let's confirm that and get him to, he should move. There, he just figured out what to do. Now he's moved to the new line. Okay, so we've got this freight line. Like so. Running into our freight station over here. Yeah, I think we'll just keep it like that. And we'll go like so. And then we're going to, the point of that is to have track that we can hook up to this now. So this we want to have this come through and then attach to this track. So we'll just run it right out of this track. We'll come out. See how far out do we need to come. We're going to give this a 2 connection like that. So having the two 2s here, this one allows you to run on the mail line, and this one allows you to run on the freight line. So then we want to be able to connect into this system coming off of here, and then going through the city and back out to this. Okay. Okay, and then you come out like so. And actually it's the other side, isn't it? This side here. And there we go. So that hooks you into the freight line going to Reims. All right. And we'll do like so. And we'll go from here to Reims Freight, and you'll run full out of track 1. And a freight train running the TAF. Okay. So that's going to take logs to our warehouse here, which is going to set them up to then be carried off to. They'll first go to Reims, and then they'll line up for Paris. Okay, that's logs, and then sugar. And we can have sugar come in like this and just make a beeline for this track right here. That looks good. And come down here and double track this. That doesn't work. All right. Try this again. come off of here. We'll come off this side. Make sure we have enough room to get by that station like that. Okay, that's a nice straight line, and that angle should work. Let's just find out. Come off here. There we go. That's more like it. And give him a nice long run. We're going to need a supply tower to help both of these lines. Okay. And we'll go from here to here. Running full. Freight. And that Taft Vale. And off he goes. All right, so now we've got wood coming in. We've got sugar. We could use grain actually, and our grain will just connect. We'll do it over here, and just connect into. Into that line like so. And we'll get some grain started coming in there. Like so. There we go. Now we've got grain coming into the system. We've got, okay, we're up to 4, so something else obviously has made it to Paris. The corn. So some corn has made it into Paris. Wood should be reasonably forthcoming here. We've got warehouse. Oh no, that's the goods exchange. This warehouse should have some wood coming. And we need a supply tower on this line. It looks like we don't have one on this line as well. Actually, I was thinking I had done this little exercise of giving all these lines supply towers, but obviously I haven't, so... And the supply towers are too hard to see. Here, 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 here. Need one on that line. I think we're caught up on supply towers. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff going this way, so why don't we do maintenance depot here. And let's get a line set up that's going to make us a little more money. Let's double track this one. Back to here. And by the way, when I kept looking for that, this is the one I kept just flying by because it looks so different with the when it's not available and darker. It just looks so different. You don't even realize these are kids peeking out of a box. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Residual value is a nice one because, you know, you get more money for trading your in, and the auctions are nice. They're all nice. We're going to save up our 200 and get the start shipping, stop shipping children and start sending them by train. So when we have 2 stars, we'll go back to research. Okay, we can build that. So we've got our double track here. And we're going to have our double track here. Oh. What did I just do? I just goofed up. Or I've got this messed up. Oh, that's right. It threw me. That other station over there threw me. This is our passenger line, so that's all correct. And we gained 2.7 million in the quarter. That's our first quarter, so that's a good first quarter. Well, we had $1 million in bonuses, so we still gained 1.7 million. That's a good first quarter, so I'm happy with that. Happy with that start. So now we need another station that we're going to put out here. And this one will be, it's Lille. It's pronounced like L-E-E-L, Lille. So Lille, and this is going to be L-I-L freight, and this one is going to be L-I-L pass. And we're going to connect our freight to our passenger line. Set signals for this, and we did put, we put switches at this end. So let's go like so and connect in. Give it switches and signals. Okay. Now we're going to take this. Well, we're not going to do anything until we have a little money. Let's see. Now we have grain, sugar. Oh, the last thing we need to do to get this task, our first task done here, we need to get, we've got, it says 5 of 7. We should have actually 6, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. beer's 5, and then meat would be 6. So the last thing we need would be the cloth. And there's cloth in Strasbourg and there's cloth in Brussels. So we could pick either one and just run some to Paris. And I think that's what we're going to do. Let's just run, we're just going to borrow the passenger connection if we can get through. Let's see, can we get through? Yeah, we'll just double track this line here, which we would want to do anyway. Eventually this is certainly going to happen. We'll double track this line here. This is going to be a temporary solution just to get that task closed, and we'll come up with the more permanent one that kind of fits in with our model a little bit later. So now we'll have this line double tracked, and this is double tracked. So that'll allow us to go from here. We can have a freight train that goes to, you can see what we can pick up, and it can go to either one. It can go to the freight line. It doesn't matter. And it will go, well, that's what it's going to get anyway. Oh, it's a shame when you create a rail line like this, you can't save it, come back to it the way you come back to the track building. It'd be nice if that functionality existed. I lose these all the time because I want to make one more change before I commit it, that would be nice to get that fixed. What I want to see is, I'm just going to have to give it up. Okay. I want to make sure, yeah. Wanted to make sure there was something to bring out of here. So let's do a freight line like this. We'll give it a priority even though it doesn't matter. And we'll do the tank, and we'll wait for enough money to get that going. There we go. And he should go out, once he deploys, he should jump out there. Once that other train gets out of the way, he should deploy, pick up some cloth, and head on out. All right, there he goes. All right, so that'll take care of the cloth. We're at 5. Let's just double, triple check here. 1, 2. All right, they haven't gotten the wood yet. That's coming from a pretty good distance. Let's just see what this train is hauling. That's all for Reims. All right. To get that task done, I'm going to go here to here with the run full. And this is also a temporary thing. Just to get that task done, we're going to have a tank that runs directly to Paris. And I don't know what it's waiting on to deploy. Oh, I see. The other... Well, let me... Hold on. This is all Reims too. Okay, so we do need it. Well, we need some more trains running that freight line. And we'll balance that out in a minute. But here we go. We should see Paris. There we go. So that train will knock off the wood. We've got a train coming in here with the cloth, and we'll get that task done. All right, so we're looking good on that front. Now let's go while we've got a couple of dollars. Let's go set up this guy here. We're going to put, we put maintenance, so this is going to get a post office. And this guy here is going to get a restaurant and a market hall. And this one up here will get a maintenance station and a restaurant. And we'll wait till we have some more money. And we'll take this line right here, and we're going to make it let's see, this is going to be passenger to passenger. So this is not going to have a mail car anymore. And it's the same two lines, so that's cool. So it'll dump the mail car and this mail at the next one. And then we're going to set up a line that goes freight to freight. Which it can't do, so obviously we're missing like gridirons up here maybe. Yep. And how about back here? We're okay back here. So now we can do a line that goes from freight to freight, an express line. That does mail. It does mail. It has the mail car and a caboose. And then the this guy here, I don't remember if we... All right. Don't do mail. Don't do mail. Okay. Confirm. Okay. Okay. Trying to decide where to go next with this. If we keep, I want to start. We've got a little kind of a setup here. You can see we're going to have maybe certainly these four cities. Strasbourg possibly is a fifth, feeding off of this system, and then we'll have another system up here. Let's get this other system started, shall we? Well, you know what? I'd like to optimize this one a little bit too. So we've got, let's look at our demand right now for, say, the lumber. 0.4, 0.5, 0.4, 0.4. So it's about a 2 overall that we want to meet. And maybe a 1 to grow on kind of an approach. So 2 demand would be a 28 line. So our wood, our lumber line that goes Febron to Ree, this guy here, should be a 28. It's a 15, it's fine. That one train will actually carry all we need for the time being. And if that one's long enough, all these are long enough. Or, I'm sorry, if this one's fast enough, all of these are fast enough, right? Have to be. They're all shorter lines. Now we do have beer here. We could easily run this into Paris. Let's do that. Let's do another station here in Paris. That's a shame to take that nice downtown and put a freight station right in the middle of it, but that's the way it is. Okay. And we'll go here to here. We'll double track it. And we'll have our like that. And here to here. is going to be track 1, run full. A 2-day line, so it can keep stuff in here. And one of the things we could actually do here is we could put a warehouse here that has grain and milk, because that's going to come from here. Then put grain and milk on a warehouse here, and that would take grain and milk out to this system. That would not be a bad idea at all, actually. And what will happen here is this train, when it does run, it's going to take the need for grain. It's going to keep you from all just constantly hauling grain to Paris and not getting other stuff. Right? That's the idea anyway. All right, let's go here. To here. We can piggyback or just run them in. I think we'll just run them in like this. And then double track, because that's what we do. And we could use a supply test. This line. I love this line. It's basically start. Shoot. We can't even put a supply tower on it. It's too short. It's actually too short a line. It really is. I think what we can do is, there's a couple ways we can do this. I think we'll just kill this. We'll put a supply tower right here in the middle. You come out, you supply it. And we'll just run right through the station like this with our milk. Oh. And one reason that's so expensive is I've got it going out here like this.
Very good.
There.
More passengers for our train lines. I have christened our firm Compagnie Internationale des Wagons-Lits, short CIWL, the International Sleeping Car Company. A revolutionary idea compared to those who believe one can adequately travel on hard wooden benches to cover long train journeys. Seeing the first sleeping cars rolling is a pleasant success. Next, we should build up our network in Belgium to develop solid finances. Once we get into Germany, they will want to skin us mercilessly when we buy concessions. Very solid work. I think we will need this later.
Okay, so he gave us a speech about the next thing we have to do, which is move into Belgium and Luxembourg, place buildings in Brussels, and have this balance, which we already have. So we fulfilled that one right away. So now we've got about a year and a half to do these two, which gives us really 6-7 months to do them. So we need to grow this Belgium and Luxembourg. All right, so let's see. We did want to go get this passenger thing here. So we 5% more passengers, and we of course make money on our passengers. So let's kind of review where we are. We've got Reims double growing and Paris double growing. Paris just went through 20,000. Reims is going to just flourish. Now, and this is because we've got the stations directly connected to it. When we go over here, we're going to do a slightly different model, which is arguably a better model. And you'll see why. We'll talk about that next episode. So you kind of get the idea of where we're headed with the passenger and mail lines, right? So let's just see if we've got any trains making any money. Now see the our best money maker is actually the one, because these are small. Our best money maker is just that simple one track Lille to Brussels, which is the shortest one we have, makes the most money per week. It's amazing. Okay, but you can see we're starting to get we've got some decent lines going for this early. It's only May of our first year. Next episode, what we'll do, because of the tasks and because that's where we're headed anyway, is we'll keep working on this one and get Nancy involved in it and Auxerre, and have ourselves a nice little, like a 4-city cluster down here. And then we're going to set up this one, probably a 4-city cluster like this, and give us the growth we need here. So we need to grow Luxembourg and Brussels. That's our target. And we'll do, see, we've got meat, we've got cloth, we've got beer. So these three will be great. We've got extra cloth over here. And Strasbourg continues to be kind of the odd man out. It's okay. I think we'll be just fine. We'll figure out a way to make that work, and we'll do all that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for more Railway Empire 2 videos. Thank you.